Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of further sharp rises in US benchmark bond yields. But first, in the US, both building permits and housing starts together rose strongly in December as a firming economy boosted demand for rental housing, while an unexpected drop in the number of Americans filing for jobless benefits last week to a 43-year low pointed to a further tightening in their labour markets. The new administration is inheriting a relatively strong economy. American inflation has risen to its highest level in 30 months in data at Wednesday. It's up to 2.1% from December a year ago. And across the northern border, Canada's factories are firing on all cylinders and capping 9 months of rising strength. Across the Atlantic, the ECB reviewed its policy settings today and made no changes. But in remarks, Mario Draghi dismissed ideas that inflation is picking up in the Eurozone. In Australia, the first measure of consumer spending in December shows Australian businesses had their best holiday shopping period since 2006. But those good outcomes didn't take place in the traditional retail sector of large department stores and supermarkets. The strongest gains were in businesses and consumer service providers, car sales and hospitality. But sales in retail stores by mail order and for telephone orders, things were tough and in decline. This December's data is from analysing transactions at Australia's largest bank. And staying in Australia, Moody's is reporting that house prices there have grown so well that investors in mortgage-backed securities now have an extra 14% equity cushion underpinning their holdings. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield has taken off today, is now up to 2.48%. Bond prices are now being thrashed again. We had steep rises in local wholesale swap rates here yesterday, and more moves in the same direction could well be on the cards today as a result of the Wall Street moves in benchmark rates. Oil prices are lower than when we looked at them last, now down to just over $51 a barrel for the US benchmark, and the Brent benchmark is now just on $54 a barrel. The gold price is also lower, down $11 and now just on $1,200 an ounce. And the New Zealand dollar is still within its recent range with a touch of strength today, now at 71.6 US cents, on the cross rates at 95 Aussie cents, and against the euro 67.4 euro cents. The TWI is at 77.5. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.